Yeah, it's Jah on the mic, bringing peace and progress, alright. Come along this journey, let's elevate. Hey, started from the ground, now I'm rising high. 50 pounds lighter, see the change in the eye. Natural hustle, every day I grind. Building habits strong, peace and progress, that's the vibe we send. On this journey with Jah, where the good never ends. Soulful beats with a message so true. Positivity flowing just for you. Step by step, we moving ahead. Healthy mind, body, soul, and faith. From struggle to strength, we find our way. Together we rise brighter every day. So welcome to the channel, let's grow and shine.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Peace and Progress with Jah. Listen, if you're here, maybe you're thinking about starting a fitness journey. Maybe you've started and stopped 1,000 times, or maybe you're years in. It doesn't matter where you are in your journey. I want you to know that here on this channel, all are welcome. Today, I want to talk about the very beginning of my journey, how I lost 50 pounds in 90 days, and why it is that motivation really isn't what got me started. So a little bit about myself. When I started out, I was about 240 pounds. I did not realize that I had gained that much weight. Honestly, the last time I had looked at the scale, I was about 200 pounds. And the only reason why I even knew that I was 240 or even hitting 240 was because I had applied for insurance, and they require, certain things to be done prior to approving or denying your application. And so at this point, it was when I was weighed and noticed, wow, I have really put on and on and on. So, needless to say, I knew that it was time to make a change, but it didn't happen as soon as I found out that I was 240. It wasn't the same as a lot of people where they realize that they hit a weight and they're like, oh no, I got to stop this and turn it around. So although that's not necessarily what happened, it is the thing that got me started eventually. Even though I don't necessarily have a specific moment or, event that made me turn things around, I will say that there are small things here and there that I kind of took along the way that I remembered or that stuck with me that eventually was a part of the buildup towards me finally turning my life around and, getting active. One of those things, one of the biggest things was pictures, right? Because the thing is about how you look is you see yourself every day. And so it's really difficult to notice those small changes because you don't get big overnight. And you don't get small overnight, right? I mean, unless you have surgery. But the reality is that because of that, those small changes that happen daily are not, easily noticeable. So it's not until you see pictures and either compare them to other pictures, or sometimes you just see the picture and you're just like, whoa, that's me. And that happened to me multiple times. And it wasn't a good feeling. And so although it didn't get me to start right away, it is the thing that kind of in the back of my head kind of built up over time. And I was like, yeah, I want to look good in pictures, at least standing next to my children. So that was a big thing for me. Honestly, there wasn't some big moment that instantly flipped a switch. I just woke up one day and decided, yeah, I'm getting this weight off of me and for good. Plain and simply put, I was tired of my own. No fireworks, no sudden inspiration video. Honestly, it was just a decision. Now, if you've watched those weight loss videos like I did starting out, then you've probably seen those clickbait titles, how I lost 50 pounds in 90 days with no exercise, which of course is super misleading because as soon as you click on the video, the first thing they say to you is something along the lines of, oh, all I did was walk, which walking is a form of exercise. Now, it may not be the same thing as lifting weights or running a marathon, but it is still real exercise. And for somebody just getting started, walking can feel like a difficult task. So it wasn't motivation that got me started. Some days, honestly, I really wasn't even motivated to do anything at all. And on those days, obviously, it wouldn't be motivation to get me moving. It was habits, discipline, a mindset change that said, I'm doing this no matter what. Now, here's the thing. Motivation, it's a spark and it's great when it's there, but it doesn't last. It waxes and wanes. If you rely on motivation alone, you'll stop the moment that you lose it, which is not what you want. So what got me to get up and go on those days when I was having off days or didn't feel like doing it, obviously it wasn't motivation, but it was the idea that no matter what, even if I went and I wasn't at 100%, it was still better than not going at all. Listen, I built routines and habits that didn't depend on how I felt that day. I tracked my steps, I planned my meals, I set small goals that I knew that I could obtain consistently, and those daily wins built momentum. So if you're sitting there waiting for motivation to hit just to get you started, don't wait. Decide, commit, start small, and build habits that keep you moving even when motivation dips. Because this journey isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. And trust me, consistency beats motivation every time. So as I mentioned, there's just a lot of videos, a lot of footage out there that you can find all over YouTube that's either going to be misleading or not give you enough information or just really make you feel like the goal that you want to set for yourself is unobtainable. Ooh, that's a difficult word to say. I don't want that. And I feel like I dealt with that a lot when I got started on my journey, and I really wanted to start recording right away. But for the sake of, not wanting to fall off on my journey, I decided to give it some time and wait until I got to a place that I felt comfortable with sharing the information. So that is where I am now. That's why I'm here. That's why this channel exists. It is for the people, for the community, especially because a lot of what helped me get here is the community. And I want to help break through that noise. There's so much out there that's very misleading. And I want to make sure that people like myself who are living, breathing examples of these things that I'm going to share with you, I want to make sure that we are the ones that are breaking through the noise as much as possible. So if you're somebody out there also who has, done something similar, please share it because it really does help and it means the world to those of us when we get started. And I know because I'm sure you also probably watched some videos and I'm sure you also found the ones that I'm talking about. And unfortunately, those definitely heavily outweigh the good and the real that's out there. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of different things on this channel and I can't wait to get into it. And I really hope that this can help, even if it's just one person. I really hope that the information that I share can be helpful. Understand that I am not a dietitian or anything of the nature. So, I'm not expecting anybody to, follow everything that I say. All I'm doing is sharing what worked for me and hoping that even if what I did doesn't work for you, that it at least helps you kind of get an idea, gain perspective on how you can maybe move forward on your journey. All right. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all the things. Keep those noties on because we will be back again. They say it takes a village to raise children. Well, I'm sorry, but it also takes a village to raise ourselves, really, okay? We are doing this thing together. We are a community. I am here with you. And, it's easy to try to put your head down and do things by yourself, but it's so much better to have a community. So as I always say, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. I'm Ja. I've been praying for a long time and I'm ready to say amen. I'll see you next time.